Hey guys, what's going on? Playing some more Almost a Hero today, and we're talking about the new hero, Handsum Jim, and that is not to be argued. He is, in fact, extremely handsome. So he is a supporter type hero, and I think probably the first true supporter type. We do have V, which is also a supporter, but it's mostly for gold, I would say. He has a lot of different support type abilities. First of all, we're going to show off his ultimate. I would if they weren't both dead. Give me a second. His ultimate fastens the cooldown of other heroes' skills by 600% for 8 seconds. This is if it's maxed. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any way to get his cooldown under 600 seconds, which is an extremely long cooldown, besides the minus 50% from the artifacts. So very long cooldown, but we are going to see what it does here. So again, my gym dude died. He is still like level 1. I just got some stuff from him from a free chest so we can level that up a little bit. I'm actually not too sure if this includes like their sub skills as well, like Vex's Fast and Cheerful and Concentration. I think it does because it doesn't say ultimate skills, but here we go. First of all, we're going to use Vex's skill. She's going to clear some waves here. All cool, and then when her ultimate is finished, she'll have a pretty long cooldown. Hers is like, can be reduced. So it's 2 minutes right now. We're gonna go ahead and use his skill, and as you can see, it's going down very quickly now, and it will keep going down very quickly until that 8 seconds is up, or was it 6 seconds? Oh, that looked more like 8 seconds. Of course, it's much more effective when there are all 5 heroes there. You pop off all their actives, and then they'll have them back, or at least like, it looks like a minute was taken off there. So there's his ultimate. Probably not the most impressive ultimate in the game, especially for how long his cooldown is. But there's that. Looking at the left side skill tree here, or the bottom left, whatever, we have Weeping Song. This is one of his sub skills. It reduces the defense of all enemies by 40%. We're gonna go ahead and max that out and see what's going on with that. They also have a cool little golden banner here when it's maxed out, which is cool. That's new. So when he uses the ability, it's 80% defense reduction on enemies for 14 seconds. I'm not sure if the cooldown has been being reduced by upgrading it. I think it has, but it's 1 to 60 seconds now. This next one, Depression, also slows the enemies and slows it by 6% more each time you upgrade it. Enemies that die while under the influence of Weeping Song will give more gold. I really like this one because, you know, I just like gold, so we're gonna go ahead and max that one out. Maxes out at 130% gold. This is a good skill to help him stay alive. Enemies choose Jim 8% less of the time as their target. That goes up another 8% per upgrade. And this is also really good for later in the game when you do have your allies getting like one-shotted. He will give a shield every time one falls for 100% of his max health. And as you can see, that goes up 40% per upgrade and another second per upgrade. So after looking at all the skills, I do think I like this skill tree most. And when I do plan to use him, I will be focusing on these skill brackets here. We're gonna go ahead and max out Depression. And so with these 3 skills maxed, the Weeping Song is basically at its max potential. We can see what's going on with it. Maybe we'll get some more heroes in here as well. I just wanted to keep only 2, so the whole thing is kind of easier to see like that. But they are getting pretty fragile and getting killed pretty quickly, so it's kind of hard to see. I went ahead and got V in here because I do like the fact that she has this skill, Poison Daggers, reduces the damage of units she attacks by 70%. And with her ultimate and the fact she's hitting all units at once, I think that's good for survival. Okay, that wasn't good for his survival because I think that was a little bit too late. Well, while we're waiting for a slower point here where they're not dying so much and where I can level them up, we're also going to talk about his other skill bracket over here. This is the more, I guess, offensive. Weeping Song can definitely be offensive as well because you're able to kill all the enemies faster when they have such reduced defense, but it's also quite defensive because it slows them, so it's kind of a soft CC there. By 48% here, and you get 130% more gold from this one. So I just like this over here, but we're also going to take a look at this. This is more offensive, grants 50% plus 10% damage and 25% plus 5 for the next level. Attack speed to allies for 20 seconds. This apparently isn't a channeling skill, so he can just use it and everyone will have that, so he doesn't have to like stay up in the air as you saw with his ultimate. This is a channeling ability, Weeping Song, so while this is active, he won't be attacking or anything. And I guess if you like do anything else, like maybe his ultimate, it will cancel the weeping song. I'm not too sure how that works exactly, but right, so Battle Cry gives everyone a pretty offensive buff here, damage and attack speed. This one doesn't really have to do with any of the skills, but when he does perform a skill, it reduces the cooldown of other hero skill by 1.4 seconds plus 0.4. This might be good for a full team. It doesn't really look that powerful to me. 0.4 seconds, maybe it can go up to what, like 5 seconds or so, maybe not even 5 seconds, and he only does his skills once every 240 seconds over there, once every 160 seconds. So I don't think this one's really worth investing points in. Up here we have Heroism, which buffs Battle Cry, this skill, and adds crit damage to it as well. So if your units have high crit rates, maxed out at 40% I guess in the artifacts, and are maybe bringing some that can boost their own crit rate like Hilt, then that might be good as well. I can also see this one being pretty useful to keep a steady progression. 12 seconds. If you're still not like at your cap as far as level goes, this one could be very good, but when it starts taking like 5 minutes to get to the next boss, then this 12 seconds isn't going to help you very much. A little bit before your level cap, I could see this skill being very useful. Not very useful in the beginning because you're still killing everything very fast anyway. And then here we have a damage reduction as long as all heroes are alive. So if you have any really fragile heroes like this guy for example, and he just dies, that whole buff goes away. So only if you're really confident in your team and their ability to stay alive, I would really upgrade this one. It only gives plus 2% per upgrade, so maxing out at around 20% or so. I'm not sure yet what his gear gives him as far as points here goes. I know Heroism is 1 because you can see the green 1 there. And I have 2 pieces of gear, so I'll have to check the other one, but the third one I won't know because I don't have it yet. So I went ahead and upgraded Battle Cry to 6 out of 7. Now I have 90% damage buff and 45% attack speed for 20 seconds. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So it's not so fast and Heroism are the ones I have. If someone has the third gear or the one for health bonus, then you can tell me what the other one is there. Alright, I think he just used one of his skills. I think this was the offensive one. As you can see, all the arrows over on everyone's body. So they have much increased damage now and attack speed. Looks like it's going away now. I think he might be using his channeling skill now to reduce the enemy's defense. Yeah, okay, and then he picks that back up. Alright, well that's pretty funny. So those are his skills, I guess. Also, I have no idea why this dude is just floating here. I clicked on him, wanted to watch the ad, and then the ad didn't work, and now he's just floating there forever. Probably have to restart the game. But whatever, I guess that's pretty much what I wanted to say about him. I suppose he'll be better once I upgrade this stuff a little bit more. But yeah, pretty cool. He is like, I think there is V, which can reduce their damage depending on who she attacks, but it is kind of unreliable because to get that max damage reduction, you need to use her ultimate so she hits everyone. Whereas he, all of his effects apply to the whole party all the time or to the whole enemy team. So I think he is more of a true supporter than V is. I still like V. V is awesome, and I'm going to continue bringing her with me. But yeah, 2 supports now, probably. And we'll see how that works. Tell me what you guys think about this new hero down in the comments below. Also, make sure to drop a like if you did enjoy. I would really appreciate it. Thanks, as always, for watching. And until next time.